Morning, girl. How you doing? Morning, guys. Welcome to daily video number 67 here on the Costa Rican ranch. Starting the morning off with some chores, but I see A1's in the corral. What are you doing, girl? Let's see if we can see. Yeah, some of her guts because of the hernia is coming down in here. I'm gonna put a band. We're gonna push her guts back up into that hernia hole. It's like a finger big. It's real small, so that's great. Gonna band her up around her stomach, and hopefully it doesn't take more than 4 weeks for it to heal up. But I hope that works. But she's about 8, 9 months oldish right now, so it's gonna take a little bit longer than if she was a calf. But we got her at the auction about 8 months, so it's been maybe 3 weeks, somewhere around there since we got her. First things first, I'm gonna get the chickens water, and I'm gonna check brags at the same time. We should be letting them out. They do have full water, actually. No eggs so far. Not yet. It's only 7 a.m. We gotta wait till 10, 11, noon. Usually get 2 or 3 eggs. Now I'm just gonna start filling up 5-gallon buckets to take to the pigs. I just fill one up once it's full, take it over, start filling up the next one. It's a little humid this morning just because it rained a bit yesterday, which is great. But hopefully we get some more rain today or tomorrow, but it's doubtful. I don't think we will. After this, I'll have to check the water, see what level we're at. Might have to pump some water up from the river. Morning, Mr. Piggy. Oh, Mrs. Piggy. How y'all doing? Hey, Piggy. Mr. Piggy's over here. He's the biggest one of them all. Mr. Piggy. How you doing, bud? I'll bring you some water here soon. I'll be back. Well, we're out of water in the water tower. I'll check these plastic tanks, see what how full they are. Oh, about half full. So water tower's already connected anyway, so I'm gonna fill up that. And then right after, I'll put it in the plastic tanks. The water tower pumps water to basically all our animals, and then the plastic tanks are for us in the shower and in the house, washing dishes and stuff. You guys want to see what I'm doing either early in the morning or after I get done filming for the day, head on over to Instagram or Facebook at Alex Sugar, same spelling of it, obviously my name. And I post on there daily, multiple times a day of the same TikTok shorts that you might see here. If you're over on Facebook or Instagram more, you might just want to watch them over there better. Something keeps killing our chicklets, so we're gonna revamp this. I'm gonna put some new wire mesh on here, and some of the wood's broken, so I gotta nail that and fix the roof and basically fix everything on here. Okay.
You can put that other piece of wood down if you want on the bottom there. 2 pieces of the shorter one, the longer one at the top.
Alright, got some tools. There's a bunch of these wooden pieces covering the fencing material, so I'm just going to take those out first. completely strip this thing. Try not to break the wood because I'm going to use it. Yeah, we have a mini one of these in with the chickens, but something keeps killing it, like maybe ants or mites or something. Oh, I've got a big thing right here I gotta take out too. We got the bottom here, and then there's one on the side. I'm gonna take the side off first. It's okay if I accidentally rip some holes in this netting because it's already done for. I just don't want to break this wood because I want to reuse it. Oh, I forgot the bottom part here. Never mind. One more piece. Well, actually, at least 3 more. I forgot about the sides as well. There's on the bottom piece down here, which I'll have to reattach to the main frame too. Yeah, every now and then we'll see a commercial airliner, but very rarely. Like not even once a week, maybe like once every 2 weeks. I'll see a commercial airliner, and then maybe 2 or 3 times I've seen some, I assume military, American military, United States military helicopters. Not sure the model. They're black helicopters. I think I'm just gonna leave all the staples in here. There's a million staples, and I can just re-staple where the other staples aren't instead of wasting a bunch of time. I wonder if we can use this for anything, even though there's a bunch of little holes in it. Not sure off the top of my head. It seems too frail to make a crawdad trap out of it. Maybe if we use some metal wire, maybe. Ants in Costa Rica here are on another level. Like even my thumb is not as swelled as, you probably can't even see a difference, but it's slightly swelled. I had a bunch of fire ants fall on me yesterday trying to cut some cornysuela, which ants live in. And every time I get bit by some fire ants, it hurts less and less, but it still swells. Fire ants are a little bit bigger red, like orangish ants. But, oh yeah, I gotta take the netting off the back here. Fire ants are a little bigger, orangish red ants, but they don't swell as much as these super tiny super tiny black ants. They just make my hands swell up like crazy. It seems like the smaller the ant, the more potent venom they have. As far as this chicken coop goes, if you guys have any tips for us and anything else on the ranch that you see us doing, let us know, because we're starting on this ranch. Corey started with nothing. This whole everything you see used to be grown back jungle. So he built everything from jungle and cutting everything down, and building all the fences and all the corral. So you can see how far it's come. Roll this up. And what's next? I think I'll fix. There's a piece over here. I'll bring the camera over here and fix this piece of wood down here. Put a couple nails in it. Yeah, 2 nails in here. I'm gonna start by taking them out. If I can get them out straight enough, I'll reuse them. But that's highly doubtful. So far, so good. Down here on the farm, Corey's got a million different tool bags. We don't have a big toolbox. So he has tools he's showing me I didn't even know we had. Wrong way. It's so rusted it almost looks like a nail. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use that. I end up just putting a nail in her. There we go. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna go get some nails. Put some nails in her. There ain't no way I'm gonna be able to make a new hole with this thing. Take forever. Alright, this is what I have to work with. I'm gonna try to straighten these out. The thing is about Costa Rica, many things are a lot cheaper than in America. But some things like building materials, if it's not wood or sand, concrete, it's way more expensive if it's made outside. Say, maybe even in Mexico, it's way more expensive because they have to import it, bring it in, and then they'll charge a premium. So, stuff like that, it's cheaper in America, but the majority of the food and stuff is way cheaper here, though. So I believe like the average, somebody might make $5, $6, $7 an hour here in Costa Rica. The majority of people. Well, I try not to bend this nail in it anymore. We'll see. When I come here to Costa Rica, I came here wanting to learn about cattle farming, and it turns out I can do some cattle business here with Corey here on the ranch. And now that I'm getting into that, I realize that here in Costa Rica is, at the auction at least, is some of the cheapest cattle you can get in the majority of the world. I think the only place cheaper might be India. No way I'm going to India, but I do not want to live there. Anyways, if y'all want to do business in the future when screwworms goes away, let me know, because soon we'll be importing our cattle into America, as the plan is to import as calves, because it's way cheaper than what we can, the price on boat to import calves and the price we can get them here, it'll be half the cost, or even less than that, than if we were to buy calves at auction in Texas. Thinking about importing them, raising them, and then doing some sort of ranch to table beef, so beef straight to the consumer. And even if we just do the traditional route, take them to the auction, it's still the same. Still make a lot higher profit margin. Pulled that screw out better with this than the nail, that's for sure. Alright, now it's even more bent. Let's see if I can fix that up a bit. Yeah, that's the thing, even if we can get building materials, we're near Bagaces, very close. So we go to Bagaces, Costa Rica, which is in Guanacaste province. And a lot of the stuff is Chinese companies, so they'll import the cheapest Chinese crap you can get. And then even that will be decently expensive. So we're always fixing stuff here, and you don't really get ahead buying all that cheap Chinese crap. But it's better than nothing. That's probably about as good as I'm gonna get her. If you're a company wanting to sponsor us and send us some free product, reach out to me. I got my email in my YouTube channel description. You can message me anytime. If you're a farmer, you can message us, see if we got any cattle for sale. There's only certain places we can ship due to screwworms. Well, actually, no, we can't ship anywhere because we have screwworms. So in a few years, we'll be able to do that. But depending on what it is, we want to try your product. You think we can use it here on the ranch? Put it on our videos. Alright, here we go. This is good. Make sure she's lined up on the other side. Not really. I'm gonna nail it in here and then I'll push it out. Oh yeah, that's the best one yet. This isn't a normal channel you guys will watch. I use a lot of reuse a lot of stuff around here. It wastes time, but when stuff is more expensive and you can't get it, you got to. There's so many things that we can't even get here that we're gonna have to ship from the States, and shipping is insanely expensive too. Alright, where are we at here? Now I'm gonna have to pull this back so it sits right where she should, but I'm gonna get the nail started first. There we go. Pull her back. Oh yeah, she bent right away. Now that worked way better than I thought it would. Alright, now I think we're good to go to put on the netting, but before I do the netting, I think I'll fix that roof first. Get that done, and then the final touches will be the netting, but after I staple the netting on, I'll have to take out all these nails and these pieces of wood that cover the netting. Get a little bit stronger hold on there. Alright, so I think the plan for this, I'll have to cut this piece of wood, but put that piece of wood there. I'll have to cut that one too. I'll nail this piece of wood to the hinges before or after I nail it to the piece of metal. Looks identical to this. I'll probably nail it to the hinges first. That might be easiest. Now, how will this sit? Oh yeah, because I'll have to cut it. But then that'll sit up like that. I don't know. Oh, obviously. So, duh. Alright. Now I just gotta find a saw. Do I take this piece out so that I can have a bigger? No. I'll cut it. I'll have to cut it anyways. Alright, so cut this piece of wood so it fits in between there. There. I'll cut that little tiny. Well, I'll cut that piece of wood down there too. I'll nail that on first. Then I'll nail this to the hinges. And then I'll nail the piece of metal right to this piece of wood that's on the hinge. And then it'll be time for the netting. That's the game plan. Alright, I got these both cut. The bigger one goes down here. Shorter one right here. Perfect. These hinges are off, so it's going to be tilted a bit, but there will be some play in the metal roof, so shouldn't be an issue. This hinge right here is a little bit taller. Looks to be the same hinge. Not sure why. It's all good though. Alright, now I've already got a couple straight nails. I'll try to pound in there. I'm just running the nail all the way through. Then I'll put it through this hole here. Then I'll just pound it down. Guess we really need a bolt for this, but that's what we got. It'll work. Alright, now for the next one. Ooh, that's a little wobbly though. Okay, I do have a spot for a second nail here. on the backside of this, so I'm definitely going to put one. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. I put the nail in, and it went underneath or on top of the hinge and just curled, and it didn't go through the hole where I wanted it to. It's lined up right perfect with it, but I got that nail under here. I try to bend it so I can fit it right into this hole here, but it's just bent right under. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to. I think if I stick this under here, I won't be able to get it in there. So close. Seems like lately with the chickens, and I guess the chickens not so much except this coop here, but the pigs, them messing with the electric fence and it not working. I've been spending more time on them than our actual business, the cattle. We're still not sure what's up with that electric fence over there. That's something we still need to fix. But there's a lot of fixing around here. I think any farm there's always fixing somewhere. Alright, there we go. We got that in there. I'm gonna repound these all down. Put this through here better. There goes my pry bar. Pound all these down in there. Now, oof. Pound these down now. Oh, hit the hip. Alright. I think that'll work great for what we need. I've impressed myself with these nails. Alright, now time to put this piece of wood on here real quick. Yeah, I like this type of work, a little bit different than our normal daily cattle work. But I like working with the cattle best, that's for sure. Yeah, every day we don't know what's going on, what the plan is, because we kind of go by, there's a problem come up, we'll fix it right then and there, and sometimes we don't know the problem until the day of or as soon as it happens. So that's kind of the beauty of working here on the ranch. I used to work as a machinist, improving programs for John Deere. Actually, is one of them. I'd go to these machine shops that would contract for John Deere, and John Deere was the reason I was there. They were paying part of my check so that they could improve the processes of other machine shops, not just John Deere's. And I guess that's my first touch in agriculture, other than when I was in high school. I worked for a produce company, washing produce as it come in from in the field. So I'm glad I got some experience with John Deere there, making a bunch of different parts for him. I should say machining a bunch of different castings for him. I think my biggest product was rear PTO covers. I couldn't really tell you the model of tractor they went. Funny enough, we had some some castings that were casted in Europe. It said made in USA on them, so they casted them in Europe. They primed them in there in Europe, and then they sent them to us in America to machine them. So it's funny that John Deere says, I believe they still say made in America, right? But you don't know, some of the castings might be casted in Europe. This chicken coop's coming on along real nicely. It's coming along a little bit better than I thought it would. I just want to do it quickly, but I want to take my time so we don't have to keep refixing stuff, because I feel like we fix the same thing over and over on this farm, and it just wastes so much time. It's just worth it to spend the time, do it right. Sometimes you gotta get creative with your leverage. Ah, there we go. That came out pretty straight too. Now I got 2 nails I can reuse. Alright, now it's time to put on the metal roof. Okay, I'll let her go over a bit. Oh wait, it won't be able to flip up if I let it go over this. That's a problem. What are we gonna do there? We gotta have it watertight. Not like crazy watertight, but what do I do? If I set it like that, I think it will be good enough. She'll be able to open. We'll have a little bit of water gap. I guess that's the way the original design was, because if I set it right here, it flips open. And then it's not going to be able to flip open because of this. But if I do it like that, it should have no problems flipping open. So I guess that's the way it's going to have to be. What I did here, right here is the nail I just put through the roof here. So I'm just going to, and I can't, it's nailed into the frame here because it's obviously a hinge. Obviously I can't push it up yet, so I'm just going to cut it. And we should be good. Then I want to put at least 2 nails in the middle here. I feel like eventually I have the problem where this head of the nail is going to punch through. So then you're just going to lift it up and the whole roof's going to come up and not be on the hinge anymore. So I wish I had some washers, but that's what we got to work with. So I guess I'll just put more nails in there. Alright, now to start on the netting here. Stapler on, and then I'm going to go back through and put the wood over it. Nail the wood down onto it. I'll start right here. I think I'll cut it later if I can. Kind of unroll a little bit. I'll start at the bottom and work my way up. Alright, I got up at least 3/4 of it done. On this one last end cap here, it's just all stapled around. I think I'm going to fold this part in, and then I'll wrap the rest around it. After this, I gotta put them pieces of wood up over it to help support it for long term. Well, that's nice and tight. There's that. That was good. I want more staple down here at the bottom. That's perfect. Yeah, I've been just wrapping it around, and then I guess I'll cut it, and then I'll put those pieces of wood up over it, over top of this metal mesh. About done with this. I used way less staples than I thought I would. Plus, I got that wood to put on there yet. Create some kind of wrinkle here. There we go. Put it out. There, shot one. It gets jammed, then it shoots one. It gets jammed, then it shoots one. It's jammed right now. I'd say I'm good to put them wood pieces on. One here and there, a few here and there. I guess this is a good video for people wanting to make their own DIY chicken coop. I'll kind of like walk around and show the framing a little bit. You can see the wood a little bit better, how you just make a big rectangle. Put a couple of sport beams here and there, nothing fancy. And I think right now I'm just gonna like cut all along the top. And after I do that, I'll bring over my pieces of wood, put one right here, just nail it on. Nail one right here. I might leave this. Nail one on the bottom here. It's real self-explanatory. Well, now let's see if this cuts good here. I have no clue with this razor wire or this razor knife, razor blade. It's cutting some. Yep, there it goes. Yeah. All right. I guess first things first, I probably should cut this off. I did go ahead and do that. Got this end all tidied up. Just wrapped her around the end, stapled her. But I'm going along the edge here of the roof line and just going to cut her all the way around. And that'll look real nice when it's finished. But after I get that done, I'll be done for the day. And tomorrow I'll just come back and put some pieces of wood on there. This metal mesh wire is actually pretty easy to cut with a razor blade. So if you buy don't buy too thick. I don't know, but this is actually pretty thick stuff. I'm not sure exactly what type it is, But as long as you have a backing like a piece of wood, you can just put that blade right up to it and cut it pretty easily. Might fray a bit, so make sure you got enough staples down here. Yeah, and I just cut an area where it was doubled up. It wasn't too bad. Alright, well, I've got this done for the day. There's only some staples here and there and just a piece of wood that'll go up against this just to make a better seal so the chicks don't get out. And that's mainly for the bottom, really. But the only thing I wish I would have done is this roof. I wish I would have put that on last, just so that I can tuck the netting up and over the wood here. But other than that, definitely use the roofing screws that, or sorry, screws or nails that come with plastic. Because I used some, the nails went in good, but eventually on that hinge that this comes up and hinges on, eventually that'll pop out. So we'll have problems there eventually. And I tried some staples, bigger, thick U staples, and a lot of them just poked right through. So I definitely recommend those roofing nails with it's got basically a plastic washer on it. It'll help not poke through the metal all the way. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching daily video number, I want to say, yeah, 67 here on the Costa Rican Ranch. Subscribe right now and like the video, and I'll be back tomorrow for another one.